Test, test, test. Hello, hello. Happiest Tuesday, everyone. Happy Bravo Tour Tuesday. It's not quite every Tuesday, but we're doing a little Bravo Tour today. And yeah, it's we're heading from Cincinnati here, northern Kentucky, down to Joint Base Andrews, hitting one of the many military airfields that are also considered Class Bravo fields. So yeah, having a lot of fun doing that. We've been doing this for a little while, by the way, and we'll talk a little bit more about that as we go. But it's our attempt to visit every Class Bravo airport in the U.S. So, and we're more than halfway there. Here is the flight plan, folks. Let's get zoomed out here. Show you what we've got. We'll be traveling eastbound today from Cinci. Pretty much a straight shot. We've had a couple of these where we've been, nothing crazy. We will be departing northern Kentucky off a runway 18 left. It's the Gipley 7 departure, and then coming into Andrews. A little bit different weather. It's marginal VFR as we leave Cinci, as you can kind of see in the intro shot, but IFR right now, they're up at Camp Springs. We'll be expecting 19 right, and yeah, we will see. Currently, no arrivals selected. We're going to kind of have to play that by ear as we get going. I think the weather is kind of changing as we go, so we'll have to figure out what arrival works for us. It's a fairly short hop, just an hour and a half or so, so we won't have a lot of time to mess around, but we should be able to have some fun nonetheless. All right, I think I have the wrong checklist pulled up here. Excuse me. No, I don't have the Duke checklist pulled up. Actually, I have the BAE checklist pulled up for some reason. Not sure what I was thinking there, but let's close that down. Let's get the LearJet pulled up, and we'll get this thing going. We do have our flight plan filed. The covers and all that stuff are removed. We need to set our payload and close the door here as well. So let's we'll do the doors closing up, and let's come over here to the payload. What do we see from SimBrief tonight? It looks like we're going to need almost 3,000 pounds of fuel. Currently, that's about what we have, so I don't think I'm even going to touch that, to be honest with you. And we're going to pretend that we're taking some VIPs basically to join airbase here. So we'll fill it up here. Julie, John, Dorothy, Rick, Will, Alicia, and Cindy and Bobby. We'll fill it up here today. We'll make sure we've got a full load co-pilot. Yeah, we won't worry about. We'll have those guys, but I actually think I can, in my settings, I cannot show the people. Maybe I'm thinking of a different aircraft. Oh well, that's okay. We'll kind of keep it where it is right now, and yeah, that'll work. Okay, we've got the. I'm not going to do APU today. Hey, Rob Valkyrie, welcome. Door secured. Let's get the emergency battery on, and we'll get going. Yeah, no ATC today, so we're going to be able to just pretty much get right to the getting. Uh-oh, that's the sound of getting disconnected to the voice server. Oh, man. But we're reconnected, so hopefully that won't be an issue tonight. All right. Let's go ahead and go. Emergency battery is on. We're going to get BAT 1 and 2 going as well here. Looking around, everything here is anti-skid should have been off. It defaults. The fuel computers, they default on as well. Here, it's kind of interesting. All the rest of that stuff is good, though. All of this stuff is fine. Okay. Parking brake is set. The gear lever is down, confirmed down. All that stuff looks good. Nom, what is up? Been thinking about picking this plane up for a while. It is awesome. Absolutely awesome. I'm every bit as addicted to it now as I was when it first came out. All right. Okay, so now I'm ready. Fuel computers can come back on. The inverters at this point can come on as well. Hydraulics need to come on. The beacon and nav lights, we will go ahead, and those guys are over here. Yep. Get those guys on. And we're going to start 2 then 1 today. So that looks good over there. Pentagon, hello. Turbine's coming up here. We need 20%. That'll work. Temps coming up. Fan speed, fuel flow, oil pressures are rising. Those all look good. Beethoven, hello, Chris. Happy Tuesday. That's right. That's right, Rob. It is Tuesday. It's time for the Bravo tour. Hard to believe we've done over half of our legs so far. It's been a long series, but a lot of fun. But man, a lot of places to hit. I don't think I knew that it was going to take some time, but I don't know that I knew it was going to take as long as it's taken. All right, that's a good start. Let's go ahead. Let's get the gen hung, and everything looks good there. All right, let's go number 1. Nice to see you, Chris. Rob Valkyrie, good to see you. Nam, hello. Pentagon, as always, guys, thank you for coming in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. There we go. Yep, this is leg 27 of 39, by the way, just in case you're curious. And I'm going to throw a few of these numbers out while we're on the ground, just because we've got a bit of stuff to do whilst we are en route, and not a ton of time tonight. This will be a one and done flight, since it is Tuesday early in the week for me, and I do have to work tomorrow, so that's going to be the way we have to roll tonight. But that's the usual thing for me on a Tuesday anyway, unless I've got some shorter legs planned. But all right, so we've got we're good there. We got the gens on. GPU is no, it's not needed. We didn't turn it on because we just went straight to the engine start. Incredibly hot for this time of year where you're at. Beethoven says over 30 in the shade. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that doesn't sound too good. I'm not looking forward to those temperatures here. Had a few duties, but got freed up this afternoon. Very nice, very nice. I'm glad you could join, as always. Get all those turned on here as well. And we are cleared basically this file. Just, again, we don't have any ATC. So we're going to go ahead and just pop in. And I think what I'm going to do while I'm here is I'm going to
system test okay.
Select a star just to see. what might make sense with what we have. All right, but in the meantime, let me go ahead. Oh, goodness. Hello. A sneak attack on for you. Ooh. Yo. Been feeling pretty good today, but that was like, oh, hey, hello. What'd I say? Gilpy 7 from runway 8. Runway, I guess they're going to call that, oh, so 18. And 18 left, as a matter of fact. All right, very good. And the transition is job dub. Load that in. Very nice. And we go to Jeff's, or Jeff's maybe it is. We go to Cindy. And then we go to AML. And then at this point in time, we kind of think a little bit about an arrival into Andrews. Am I prepared? No, I've got clearance. I talked to one of the generals, and he said we're good to go. We're carrying his wife back, so she had to go shopping or something. I don't know. I didn't ask questions, man. I'm just the pilot. I just fly the plane. All right, so arrivals. Let's see what we have here. Freedom 5. I need something off of Amel. And that's not it. How about something off? How about Nummy? Oh, well, Nummy kind of gives me a little something here. The problem is with Nummy, I got to go up to Bucko and make my way in, which is not a terrible diversion. General Brandt on duty. That's correct. Oh, wait, what do we got here? The Sipsy 2. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. That's coming from the other direction. Tiki 4. That's coming from down souther. Troops. Nope. Voodoo. And I would say that's also a no, because that's coming from down south. All right, so it looks like Nummy it is. But what Nummy is going to require us to do is come up here to Bucko and fly on down. So we'll have to do a little bit of a configuring here. Hopefully that won't mess anybody up. Let's load a procedure. Let's load an arrival. And we said Nummy 3. And we are currently expecting, I should say, 19er. Okay, very good. Bucko transition. Let's load it up. And let's see if this is going to screw us up here. So Bucko comes. All right, so I can't have Amel after Bucko. Amel is here. So yeah, I'm gonna have to change some things up here. And we can go Cindy. Yeah, we can go Cindy up to Buckle. And whoops. But I need to get rid of, I need to get rid of this guy here. Amel, remove it from right there, and then it'll come back in at the end here. Yeah, there it is, Amel at 8,000. Much better, much better. Now we'll have to kind of explain that, because that's not exactly what we filed per se. So when we initially make contact, we'll let the controller know that we're on the Nummy 3 arrival. In fact, you know what I should do is, maybe before I even get going, since there's nobody here, and nobody would really care. I think what I'm going to do is just refile. I'm going to just take a second here. So we're here. I'm just going to go here. I'm going to say Gilpy 7 and Nummy 3. We're going to take these directs out here. All right, so now we have that. Let's see what that does to us here. Shouldn't mess with too much here. All it's going to do is connect up Cindy to Bucko. Didn't like that. It did not like that. Didn't like either of those. All right. Well, stand by here. We should be able to get this. Changed. Nummy 3. Let's edit this guy. It is Nummy 3, right? Whoops. Make sure I'm spelling it correctly. Nummy 3. Let's make sure we're spelling that correctly. Nummy 3. Yep. Is that in fact how it's spelled, though? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's spelled something different. Nummy 3. AML.MMY3. Okay. Is that route okay? That's good. Okay, let's generate the flight. Something in there didn't like that first time. I must have fat figured something in there. So we'll change that. We'll go here. There. Done. There we go. So a little bit of a... Probably could have took Cindy out and just went straight up there. But that's okay. And then this guy here, that looks fine. So we're refiling. Okay, we're good there. And yeah, then we don't have to worry about explaining why we're a little off the reservation there. You were just checking some time ago for some flight routes for Janet Airways. Found Google Earth. Said that would be a nice opportunity for some of the streams with the GA aircraft. Oh, interesting. Yeah, interesting. The Janet Airlines, honestly, was about my only reason I was thinking about getting that 737-600. I thought that would be kind of cool. Okay, so I do have, by the way, a transponder code, even though we don't have any ATC. The auto ATC gives me the transponder code of 7372. But yeah, absolutely. By the way, Chris, I didn't really answer your question. If you have that and want to share it away, rock on, man. I'm always looking for new ideas and love suggestions for my community. So would love to see what you found there. Sweet. Okay, transponder code set. Flaps. So we're going to go flaps 8 today. We're going to just make sure our trim is where it needs to be here. It takes a second, by the way, for the pitch trim to come down. So I'm just holding my trim lever here down to takeoff. That'll work. It looks like everything else is centered up. We're going to go ahead and engage the steering lock, and we'll get a little confirmation up there. Yep, steering lock is on. Flight controls. Thank you. Send it to Discord. All right, appreciate it, man. Full left. Full to the right. Stand up. Sit down. Fight, fight, fight. Grab a couple takeoff calculations and we shall be on our way. We have a temperature of 19 right now, and elevation of 900. So we're gonna say 19, and man, I have made this chart so small. I really need to rethink this. 19 and 1,000 basically. So just a hair over 92 for the N1 reminder. We'll say 92.2 just to be precise. And let's check our payload one more time. I should have wrote this down. I never remember to write this stuff down. Payload is, our current total weight is just about 15,000. So we're going to rotate at 130 tonight. 130. Okay, that'll work for that. Basically set as it is. I'm going to try to climb. What's my continual climb here? What would I like? What would I like? I think we're going to look for an initial climb of 200, and then we're going to work our way up to 250. Can load it into LM, the LNM as an overlay. Ah, very good. You got, oh, it's a KZM file. Okay, cool. Thank you for that, man. Thank you. Yep, always looking for good ideas. So if anybody has them, feel free. I like seeing what you guys come up with. All right. Let's get back here before taxi. The autopilot is on. Passenger signs need to be coming on as well. Who's with me? Sleazy's with me. Hey, Sleazy. Good to see you. How are you? Anti-ice is currently going to be something we need to think about. I think I'm going to go ahead and leave the windshield. I think I'm going to go ahead and put the anti-icing on here, guys and gals. And we'll save the pitot heat till we line up here, but we may need it on our way out of here. Taxi lights are ready also to come on. And yaw damper, let's get some power down here to the yaw damper. And my most missed button in this plane, I think, is the yaw damper. All right, quick brief of the taxi and departure, and we're on our way. Thanks again for coming, guys. It's the Bravo Tour here on the Melvin Leroy channel, and happy Tuesday. Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky to Andrews today. So here we are at the FBO, and we are anticipating, again, 1-8 left. So for us, pretty simple. We're going to come out here to Mike. I'm going to just go up to Tango and to our holding point here at Uniform. We'll cross 27, the approach path of 27. And then for the departure, it's going to be a left-hand turn to Lansing and then a left to Podco. Let's see what it tells us about the specifics here. From 1-8 left, climb heading 186. We'll intercept that 171 course to Lacing. Then we turn 108 to Codco, then 105 to Gipley. Looks like we've got a top altitude of 5,000. All right, that I can do. Lasagna, maybe Beethoven. I'm sometimes terrible, really terrible at trying to pick up what they're throwing down. So there's my getting out here. So I'm gonna be uncomfortably close with the tug lady here. So excuse my touch there, tug lady, in advance. But yeah, we're coming at you. Brakes are working. And she's got nerves of steel. We had all kinds of room. All kinds of room. Tried to go as nondescript in my livery today as I could. I thought this was the closest, military-ish looking livery as I could find. Doing good right there. I'm going to turn right. We're going to be on our way here. There's probably somebody out there that makes a decent, like, U.S. Air Force or something livery, but I didn't find it. I backed the time, by the way, way up. It's like only 4 o'clock in the afternoon here, but it's just so overcast that it might be... I will pretend that. Sleazy, I do like that. She's, she's athletic. She probably just ducked underneath that thing. No big deal. That way looks fine. Looks good. One thing I did not do is I did not tune up the CTAF here, guys. All right, so here is, well, this is actually not Papa, it's Tango, but it'll take us where we need to go. And yeah, nothing to write home about. This is just default Cincinnati. I'm on a little bit of a spending freeze right now as I have maybe went slightly over budget with my purchase of the Duke, but it was worth it. All right. All those things are good. No, I'm getting bad stutters. Bad stutters. How many of you guys, speaking of stutters, how many of you guys updated and have your X-Plane 12.1 installed? I have not done that yet. I did see that it finally came out. Very excited about that. Them's my shoes.
Susie.
Hello, Kevin.
Traffic break here, 3601 taxiing runway 18 left for departure
geez.
from ramp 1 south.
All right.
Yes, here.
Yeah, Cincinnati traffic. The Lear 816's on Tango. We're also heading for 18 left. We'll keep an eye out for that traffic coming off of 1 south. I don't see him. Oh, Shusey, you found a good livery? Okay, I'll check it out. There's there's the traffic over there. Okay, so we're going to be fine. We will be fine, be fine, be fine. Thanks for sharing all these ideas, by the way, guys. It's awesome of you to do that.
Fixie.
Good fixins. Good evening, sir. Nice to see you, Fixie. How's the new X-Trident helicopter treating you there, Brett? Don't try to tell me you haven't got it. All right, I think we're about ready to go. Let's just do a quick check here. Before takeoff, we've got, we'll put the radar on, even though it still doesn't do anything at this point. But I like to have, it's like ground terrain radar at this point. I don't think the weather does anything. You've only caught it on fire once? Well, shoot. Are you really even flying the thing then? I mean, come on. Stall warning. I haven't turned those on yet. Landing lights can come on. We need to do a little recog and mixed strobe face. Air ignitions need to come on, and my Lepito heat. Annunciator panel needs to be normal. Those are on, and I want them on. Those are also green, and I want those green. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay. Looking for 130 on the rotation, guys. And then again, we're hanging a left, climbing to 5,000. Oh, man. You know what I haven't done? I haven't set the altimeter just yet. What do we say we had here? We didn't. It's 2972. Wait a second. Is it not going to change it for me here? Oh my gosh. Serious, Clark? I'm just going to use the elevation there. Forgot how to do that. All right, here we go. And Northern Kentucky traffic, Lear 816 is departing 18 left. Northern Kentucky traffic. I got the big heavy behind me. Yes, I do. Looks official. Looks official. First time you got it in the air, it was horrible to control, and you kind of didn't like it. At some point while you were getting started for the flight after, you realized you never turned on the stability augmentation system. And yeah, okay, so I heard somebody, I think it was Nerdy Helisimmer, that was talking about that. Like, this is one of those airplanes that's designed to fly with the SAS on all the time unless it's an emergency.
Traffic Breakout 3601 is going to be lining up behind the departing traffic, runway 18 left.
All right, let's do it. Here we go. Looking for 92.2. Ooh, boy, a little crosser there. There's 92. I've got airspeed. Forgot how bumpy this runway is, too. It's a little ski jump here. There's 120. And rotate. Yeah, come on, sweetheart. Positive rate, gear up. Speed check, flaps up. Make that initial turn. Arm the nav. Climbing a little aggressively right here, so I'm going to kind of back off just a bit. Vertical speed, I like that. That'll be okay. Really want to creep this guy up to about 250 if I can. So it might be a hair aggressive on the climb here. I'm only doing 180. Oh, there's 1,000 to go. Let's dial it on up to our cruise altitude here. And before I do that, I think I'm going to nudge this thing down just a bit. .2,000 feet a minute, that should be good. Okay, and a quick peek outside. Ooh, pretty. Very nice, my friends. I can make it even better. Into the soup we go. Now our speed's climbing like we want it. That's good. Let me get that out of there. What was I doing before? Oh, cruise altitude. We filed 410, by the way, for this trip, so...
Cincinnati traffic Breakout 3601 departing runway 18 left. The 777 departure to lead.
Have a good flight, Captain.
You as well.
Just wanted to double check that he was hearing me. In addition to being polite. All right, up we go. And I do need to remember how to change this from Q and H into inches. But let me get this to 250. And we'll jump into level change mode. And we'll be good to go. Well, Brett, I'm glad you're enjoying it. It does look fantastic. I saw Conti flying it earlier today too, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's playing nicely with 12.1, I'm assuming. Actually, I want to go speed mode. Not this will level me off. All right, so let's see here. I have to hold this. Oh my goodness. Let's see if I remember. Hold it. Right click and hold for 6 seconds, and then I can set it. Okay, so right click, and here we go. 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006. Let go. Nothing. 2003. Uh-oh. I know what that is. Oh, you guys. Oh, you guys. Oh, you guys. Yeah. Sorry about that. Oh, you haven't downloaded the, you haven't downloaded 12.1 yet. Okay. All right, seems like there's a way to cancel that horn, if I remember right. Is there a horn cancel down here? I don't remember. I don't remember. The good Lord giveth oxygen, and Melvin taketh away. It'll catch up fast. I promise. Although this should be climbing. It should be climbing. Yeah, give it another minute or two. I'll give you lots of outside views. That way you don't have to listen. There you go. It's just an excuse to give some more outside views. Good fix inside. I wanted you to just relax and have a little nap. You know, you've worked really hard all day today, so I felt like it'd be good for you to just have a little siesta. You may have a little headache, but in the top drawer there's some Tylenol. Take that before you completely pass out, and then you'll feel better when you wake up. All right, well, we're heading this way. Have to go back in for a minute. Keeps the kids quiet. That's for sure. Yeah. All right, it'll just be a minute, you guys. I promise. I promise. All right, I do want to see if I can get this thing. 1001, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let go. All right, then do you right click it? Now you left click it. Well, I had it, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let go. There we go. All right, just in time to set it back to standard, basically. But you know what the heck? Apparently, that's the way the real barrel knob works, because I was the same way. I'm like, why would you have it that way? And apparently that's the way it really works. All right, well, we're through 10, and so since I can't turn off the low oxygen alarm, at least I can turn off the lights. Recogs can come off, the rest of those can stay on. I could have swore there was a silence. Caution silence. Who knows where that is? You guys, there's got to be one, right? Got to be one. They're usually right down here somewhere.
With you.
Brock Valkyrie, what's up, man? Hey, there we go. We're caught up. Told you it wouldn't last long. Not that I've done this a whole lot of times and I know about how long that alarm sounds or anything. I just was kind of venturing a guess. You know, like, yeah, something like that. All right, how we doing? We're climbing on indicated airspeed mode, and we're doing really well. Once we get to up into the threes, that's when we start to look at changing it to Mach mode, but we can't do that yet, so we just use vertical speed to try to hold about Mach. Actually, we're through Mach. Nope, we're not yet. Once we get to Mach 0.72, which is up around 30,000 feet, that's when we mess with the vertical speed again. Hey, JPC, welcome, my good man. Hello, my friend. Hello. So, hey, and I was Scotsman. Yeah, we got a whole party now. I love it. I love it. So this is us. It's Bravo Tour time, and we're doing a leg from Northern Kentucky to Joint Base Andrews today. This is us. I didn't really show our flight there, did it? Oh, there we go. All right, about an hour and a half or so should be pretty good flight. We do have some ATC, which is nice. We've got Washington Center coming up, but we need to talk a little bit about kind of what we're doing with this Bravo Tour. Most of you guys are familiar with what it's all about, but there might be some of you that are here for the first time. And what we have been doing is trying to visit all of the Class Bravo airstrips in the U.S. You hop outside here, give you an outside view, and do this. So this started, and I won't hit all of these because this is actually leg number 27. 27 of 39 possible legs, so we are getting close. We're down to the last baker's dozen, basically. But we started all the way back in December of 2021. We flew from Denver to Nellis Air Force Base in the Indy Builds A310, all the way back in the X-Plane 11 days. And yeah, it's been a great ride, JPC. We've been to Minneapolis and Houston and Orlando, and I'm just realizing something, guys. We've already been to Joint Base Andrews. All the way back in leg 5, we flew to Andrews from Orlando. Ah, crap. Well, you know what? Divert to IAD. Have we hit IAD yet? We have not. That's a great idea. It's a great idea. So all right, that's a fantastic idea, JPC. All right, anyway, we've been to Las Vegas and Seattle and Newark and Miami, and again, like 27 different places, and that is actually a fantastic fix, my friend. I can't believe I didn't catch that before. I've been trying to be really cognizant of not repeating myself, but that's okay. That'll be a good diversion for us, and when we talk to Washington, that'll be good. That'll be good. But anyway, one of the things that we do on this particular tour is we spin the wheel of names to figure out where we are going to next. And so since we just took Dulles off the list, we are going to spin the wheel and we are going to figure out where we're going for leg number 28. Let me update my spreadsheet here. Oh, actually, I take that back. We know where we're going next time. We're going to O'Hare on our next leg. So we're actually trying to figure out where we're going after O'Hare, and we will look forward, sometimes multiple legs, in an attempt to possibly see if we can double up. And this leg was a little too much to go from Cincinnati to all the way out to even Dulles and then back to O'Hare. So, but it's possible we could go Dulles to O'Hare and maybe someplace close by, and maybe the next time we do it, we could do a two-hopper. So this is what we're going to be doing. Again, the dreaded PHNL is still on the board. So it's possible that we could be going O'Hare out to Honolulu. So here you go, guys. This is for leg number 29. And O'Hare to Dallas Fort Worth. All right, very good. Very good. Let me just make sure I haven't hit that one already. DFW. I don't see DFW on the list, so that'll be good. Don't see Austin. DFB. What's up? What's up? If it gets promoted to Class Bravo, we will definitely put it on the list. Texas One Flyboy. What is happening, man? Austin is a nice place, and I seem to remember they have a really nice airport scenery now, right? They got some cool payware that just came out. Am I thinking about right? Yeah, Dominic Design Teams. Yeah, let's look at this sucker. From the, oh, there's two of them. There's an Any Builds, and looks like there's a field there. And this is Dominic Design, but yeah, this is, I remember looking at this a while back. This thing is nice. This thing is really, really nice looking. Apparently I can't click on that next one here, but you'll have to take my word for it. Yeah, it looks fantastic. Whenever the wheel spits out JFK, you better be the one on approach that night. Yeah, I'll let you know for sure. I know Stu also had talked about he wanted to be here for Northern Kentucky, and I just wasn't able to coordinate very well with him, so I kind of feel bad about that. But he did step in and help us out one night. We've had somebody else come in. Where were we? One of our other airports that we came in, we had somebody come up and help us out. All right, so we need to do a little bit of planning here, because we're going to go to Dulles, which is fairly nearby, and so I don't know if I can do a diversion here. I don't know if I can do that. Let's come over to SkyVector and do this. So just to show you again, if you're unfamiliar with kind of where we're at, if I dial up KIAD, you'll see that we are just like, it's right here. So we're just short of Andrews, basically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit. I wonder how much it would change this route if I edited this flight right now. It's probably not the worst place to start here. So let's say we want to go to, yeah, AD. It'll give me a new alternate probably. JFK still. And, yeah, what's it do to my... Didn't really change my route a lot. I'm going to go ahead and put this in. And, you know, technically, I could... I still don't have ATC, so I could technically refile and be okay. But I actually want to request a diversion. I don't know that I've done that on stream, and it's been a long time since I've actually done it at all on VATSIM. So let me see what we have here. So I need to kind of make a a change right now, honestly. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay on my current route, and then when I make contact with ATC, I'm going to request that diversion. Okay, so let me get my. Don't forget you need the downloaded clips. Yeah, yes, indeed, sir. I will try to get that figured out just as soon as I know how to do that. All right, so we'll stay on this. I have the other route ready to go, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna wait till I check in. How short notice will I be with that guy here? So right after Jeff's, right before Cindy. Yeah, I think we're just gonna divert. Now I'm anticipating that he's probably going to just tell me he's going to send me to one of the waypoints of the arrival. He may possibly send me just direct to the airport. Well, you know what? Like I say, that's going to be part of our experience tonight. We're just going to see. Yeah, we're just going to see. I don't have anything probably ATIS-wise. No, I got all kinds of coverage, though. This is pretty cool. It's Northern Lights Tuesdays where the action is today, but holy cow, look, we got Denver on. We've got Houston, Miami, Memphis, Atlanta, Washington, Boston, Toronto, Montreal. Holy moly, we even got some Oceanic here, New York radio, so that's pretty cool. But, all right, well, you know what? Yeah, we're just going to find out how things are going. Final state test is complete. AvGeek Central, welcome. And isn't that a great feeling, dude? That is the best. Yeah, my kids are getting so close to the end as well. We only have a handful of graded assignments, and some of them are sweating bullets because they aren't where they want to be, and they're trying to figure out, you know, how can they get, you know, where they need to be. And but at the end of the day, I think we all can see that light at the end of the tunnel, and it feels good. Definitely feels good. And my anti-skid, how'd that get turned off? I don't know. And you're doing your first ATC training on Wednesday, as in tomorrow? Holy cow, dude. That's freaking awesome, man. That is so cool. It'll be good to have you. You're Indy Center. Or the Indianapolis area, if I'm not mistaken. That'll be good. That'll be really good. All right, how are we doing here? We are, we're struggling a little bit. All right, so I think what we're going to do, we've got a little bit more power we can put in. That'll help us. We just need about another 5,000 feet. So we'll go 92. We'll pretty much put her to the firewall, put her to the walls. We're holding. Oh, we're actually even past our 0.72. So here's what we can do. 2 for the price of 1. Let's trim down or pull the pitch lever back towards us. We'll go nose up. We'll increase this. We want about 0.72. That's actually holding pretty well here, guys. I need to arm the altitude, by the way. I'm going to bump it up here. Can pull back on the power now because we're doing really well. So this is where you'd normally you'd go to Mach hold and you'd hold 0.72 instead of holding the speed, which is 250. As you can see, if I would have kept holding that speed, I would have eventually got the overspeed warning, and we've had enough warnings for one night. Next Wednesday. All right, next Wednesday. Well, good luck to you. I hope you enjoy it, and it'll be great to have another friendly voice on the comms. All right, so we're cheating a little bit here. Basically, I'm going to call that good. We're going to rearm the vertical speed mode, and we're just, again, we only now have about, 2,000, not even that, till we're up to cruise. There's our 1,000 to go. How's our pressurization doing here? Either we got caught up and we don't have the warning anymore, or I am currently incapacitated and this is all part of my dream. Nope, we're good. We are leveled off, and that looks fine. That looks fine. There's coming up on 410. And then at that point, now we're just going to back off of the power and basically try not to overspeed. If we can get anything up here about Mach 0.78, I think that'd be pretty good. And yeah, it'll be time to contact Washington Center with our request. You can see top of descent is already coming up, so let's pull back here and let's shoot about 85 and see what happens there. All right, what if I could do an early check-in with Washington? 133,725. Coming up on Jeff's. I can't hear anything right now, so Washington Center, November 11816. Might be a little too far away.
Flash aircraft calling, second.
Yes, it's November 11816. I'm not sure if we're quite in your airspace yet, but we had just a request.
November 11816. I do see you there. You're practically going to be in my airspace pretty soon, so ident.
All right, here comes the ident. Here comes the flash.
November 153, pop it back.
153, Papa, welcome back.
So we'll let him identify us, and then we'll make our request here.
Set for 485. This is Center JetBlue 1994, back in the cockpit.
JetBlue 1994, welcome back. Number 11816, radar contact 40 miles west of Elkins, level 410.
Position checks, and if you have a second, we would like to request a diversion to Dulles. We're currently inbound Andrews.
For 11816.
I'm killing him. I know. I know. I know.
Stand by. You can expect the Gibbs 5 arrival from. They got rid of the old transition. I have to look that up.
All right, we'll get the Gibbs 5 loaded up, and then we'll be ready to jump on whatever transition you want. Really appreciate it, 11816.
Yeah, it's going to be Jarlow. Gibbs 5 arrival from Jarlow.
Gibbs from Jarlow, 11816. All right.
That's not going to work. You're behind that. You can expect the Gibbs 5 arrival from Otto.
All right, Gibbs from Otto, 11816. All right, so here we go.
It's going to be along the arrival, so there's no transition there.
All right, copy that.
Number 11816, clear to the Dulles Airport via present position, direct Otto, and then the Gibbs 5 arrival. And then you can descend via the Gibbs 5 arrival, landing south, the Dulles altimeter 29887.
All right, cleared to Washington Dulles via the Gibbs 5 and Otto. We're cleared to Otto and cleared to descend via the Gibbs 5, November 11816.
And on 1374 uniform, runway 4, clear to land, and advise cancellation Wi-Fi in the air. Or actually, I can't clear to land. No traffic observed between you and the Fayetteville Airport. Advise cancellation Wi-Fi in the air on the ground. This frequency radar service is terminated.
Okay, I got to look at this real quick. This is interesting. This is really interesting. Okay, let's... All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up
carrier only.
This is my new route. And then what that's going to let me do is it's going to let me look at this arrival.
It might just be because of the audio for VATSIM thing.
There's auto out there, so we're good. Okay, cool.
If you'd like to cancel IFR, you can transmit. If not, you can not.
So what I need right now is a transition HVQ. All right, so I'm going to have to cheat a little bit here, guys. Let's let's go to heading mode, and I'm just going to hold my heading while I make my adjustments here. And I don't know, this is probably not like the standard way to do it, but it'll work. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to go heading, and then I'm going to pick Jarlo, I don't even know. And they're landing south. Oh boy, that was rough. So we're going to load that arrival.
You came extremely robotic. What's the call sign?
There's auto. We're going to go direct auto. Activate that point. Sweet. And now I can go back to nav mode. It'll make the turn. And now all I have to do is figure out what I need to do in terms of my... Like, what do I need to be at auto? 9,000 feet. So let me put that in. I know I'm doing a lot at once here, guys. But it's my own darn fault.
329 Mike and go, and we would just like the ILSC runway 20 approach back in.
Spin this down? Yeah, he had a lot to say.
You can expect you said the ILS 20? A firm, Mike and go.
And I hope I'm not too far away. I slowed down a little bit, so I'm only doing about 220 right now. So, yeah, I'm still good because I see my top of drop is still a little ways away. So this is just crazy enough to work. I think this might be the first ever diversion on stream, so hopefully it'll work out. Yeah, there's 9,000 selected. Ooh. The last thing he told me was the local altimeter, so, okay. Alright, so now I think, hopefully it has recalculated. Yep, I need about a 2,200 foot per minute drop. So I'm actually going to just start down right now. Coming off of the vertical speed, yep. Nudge that guy forward. And arm that. Looking for 2,200-ish or so. And I know I'm starting a little bit early, so it may adjust, but I'm going to live with that for now. Yep, I'm a hair soon on my top of drop, but if I start early, this will kind of hopefully mellow out. If not, I'll just nudge it down a little bit more, and yeah, we'll figure it out. I do have an ATIS now for IAD. There's the 1 minute to go before vertical track warning. It's information Bravo right now. Raining, broken at 1,000, broken at 1,700. Ooh, overcast at 2,006. This is going to be spicy. Altimeter is 2987. And, oh, wait a second. They're just saying departing. Oh, no. So landing. Oh, wow. ILS runway 19er left and 19er center. Okay. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So get that. It's so they're landing and they're departing, or they're landing the 19s and they're departing runway 30. Does that freaking work? Potato is lazy. Hello, welcome. And Spitty. What is causing the diversion? My own stupidity.
Washington Center, Delta 248 with you, currently cruising at
Uh-oh.
flight level 390.
I know you heard it.
Delta 248 Washington.
I know you heard it.
With you.
I know you heard it. Okay. So they're landing. Oh, so they're, I see what they're doing. They're landing here and then they're departing 3-0. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, so what happened was, AvGeek, is
Center, Breakout 3601, fly level 270.
I was planning to fly to Andrews, and then I realized as I was recounting my former Bravo Tour trips, we already did that all the way back in January of 2022. We went Orlando to Andrews, and so jet pilot Cinnamon
about 30 miles north of Greenbrier.
said, "Why don't you just divert to Dulles, because it's right there." And I'm like, "That's a great idea." So that's why. That's why. All right. Have I missed anybody coming in? Have I missed anybody? If I have, I apologize. Beethoven says it's still 82 degrees, almost 9 o'clock where he lives. Man. And TFB, I'd be flashing the ATC. It's a family channel, man. We got to keep it clean. Good Fixes is accusing me of being a VATSIM bully. Yeah. Smitty, good evening. How do you like the Duke so far? Heard me coming into Raleigh last night as you were leaving. Yeah, that was cool to hear you on the comms. I have to say, I really don't like the Duke. I love it. I love it. So last night, I was actually coming in, and I was flying the third variant, just the regular, the non-grand piston version, and every single one of them, fantastic. I think probably right now, the Grand is my favorite variant, but it's really, really close with that and the turbine, so. The flash was for the ident. Oh, okay. Where was my brain? Where's my brain? But it was certainly a lot of fun flying that sucker. And, yeah. It's, the cool thing about the piston variant, I didn't realize, is it actually is rated at a higher ceiling than... it's rated at a higher ceiling than the turbine one, even though the turbine one is a little faster. But, Bob Valkyrie, no idiots allowed, except for Smitty. Smitty, the village idiot, is always allowed. He keeps changing his username, so I can't give him his custom Junior First Officer welcome sound. I'm not smart enough to do that. All right, how are we doing here, by the way? Oh, 2,500 feet per minute. We're definitely not doing that, so we need to let's nudge down a bit. Nudge, nudge, nudge. We're on vertical speed. Now we're doing almost 3,000, so we'll catch up a little bit. About to overspeed also, so I better pull back on the power. Okay. And I've done a great job of managing the pressurization here today, so let's actually stay ahead of this a little bit.
Delta 130, heavy radar contact lost.
Alright, that'll work there.
6 Foxtrot Alpha, radar contact, about 1 mile northeast of Fayetteville at 1,500. Maintain VFR.
Okay, approach. We're going to say, do I want 19er left? What gets me closest to... What gets me closest to the FBO? I'm in the mood for some chocolate chip cookies here. 19er left is probably the best bet. There's the GA ramp up there. Yeah, 19er left. It is. ILS 19er left. Let's go ahead while we're in the neighborhood. Let's see what that entails. It looks like we will kind of come up here and be vectored almost like on a right-hand downwind up to Mat C, and then over here to Dady, and then on down. Let me get that in first, and then we'll continue to vector that at Dady. All right, we'll get it loaded. We're not going to do anything with it just yet, but we'll get that loaded. And all of those numbers we will confirm as well. So here we go. Yeah, when we get down to Sunny, we kind of head up here to UDU and up here to Kursk. This is all part of the arrival, right? The Gibbs. Let's just check and make sure we got these altitudes correct. So yeah, we're currently inbound auto. We're hoping to be down at 9,000 there. 250, by the way, for the speed. We got to make sure we're paying attention to that. Then we drop down to 7 at May, 6 at Ripon, 6 at Gibbs. We turn north, and we should be at 6,000. And then we jump on the ILS. We drop down to 3 for Dady, 1,700 for Domsey, and we make our way into the airfield. It's a right-hand exit when we get on the ground. If we do happen to go missed, we climb to 800, then we make a left-hand turn up to 3,000 on a heading of 010. We'll go out to the AML VOR 040 outbound to the Asper intersection and hold. Okay, so left-hand turn here, then we turn 040 out here to Asper at 3,000 if we go missed. And it's a very, very good possibility today because of the low ceilings and all that good stuff. So, speaking of, our temperatures are right on the edge of needing to turn anti-icing on, so we're gonna hold off for now. All right, I don't mind our speed, about 280. That's going to keep us sort of in the traffic flow with all the jets and things like that, so I'm okay with that. I wonder how close we are to being down to 9,000 here at Auto. Bottom of descent looks like it's a little... That's pretty darn close, honestly. Now we're at 1750, so I can chill out on the descent a little bit here. That's nice. I think I'm going to pull back to about 2,000 though. I'm okay to be down and level a little bit early. Okay, there we go. Everybody doing okay here?
Yeah, you can expect the RNAV. Thank you very much. All right, we'll expect the RNAV.
Appreciate you coming in.
Commuter 6224 to center maintain 2,000.
You are watching the Bravo Tour here on the Melvin Leroy channel. Happy Tuesday. My name is Brant. Nice to meet you. Flying the LearJet from Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky. We were going to go to Joint Base Andrews as a part of a long Bravo tour that we've been doing, an attempt to visit all of the Class Bravo airports in the U.S. Only to realize that we actually have already been there. And so we're diverting to Dulles instead. Altimeter was 2987. And I don't know, does he have any control underneath him? No, he does not. So he's taking us all the way in here. He's taking us all the way in by himself. All right, descent. We've briefed the arrival, the approach, and the taxi. We just need to make sure that we have the frequency 110.1. That's ready to go.
United 6224, turn left heading 220 and cleared ILS runway 19 left approach.
I'm going to turn the course around to 191.
Heading 220, and yes, that was for commuter 6224.
Thank you, commuter.
I love the big numbers, easy to read stuff. That's what I like. Decision height, by the way, is 502. Which is, the Barrow's 502. Decision height is 200. No, the, yeah. And I don't remember how to put that in. Where does that go? Air ignitions can come on. I don't remember where to put that in. Alright, never mind. We won't worry about that. We are going to arm the thrust reversers. And I think with our temperatures up here at over 10, I'm not going to worry about any PETA or any anti-icing. We are looking at, let's get our weight set here. What's our current payload? Looks like we are not quite 14. I'm going to call that about 130. Okay, so that's set. So that means let's try to bring it in here at about 135 if we can. I can start throwing flaps at 98. I'm going to go ahead also and put some lights on here. So we got taxi lights coming. Recogs can come back on.
224, yeah, you're clear the ILS.
Alright, we're doing good. And we'll keep an eye on the temperature, though, in case we hit some crazy cold snap. Yeah, because we're getting rain here, so we definitely don't want to horse around. Dude, I need to slow down. 250 was my speed limit here, so I'm going to level at 9, and that's going to help me also get everything under control. Doesn't really say what my speed limit has to be after I get to auto, but I'm gonna go down to about 240 for now. When I make the turn, I'm gonna probably slow down even a little bit more. I don't think it tells me that. No, it just gives me that, and it doesn't really say anything on the chart either. So
Washington Center, Delta 248 off reach, my top of the descent.
yeah.
Delta 248 descend via the Cavalier 4 arrival, landing south, the Dulles or the Richmond altimeter 2985.
All right, so there's 9,000 at auto, and then we're just going to step down 1,000 feet.
Cavalier 4, do you have the Cavalier 5?
I believe the Cavalier 5 is the...
Actually, it'll be down to 7,000.
That's what you filed. I thought your air act was outdated, but yeah, you can descend via the Cavalier 5.
Okay, descending via Cavalier 5, Delta 248.
United, or commuter 6224 on my 19 left, clear to land, wind 1708. Delta 5592 cross Hawk.
So we've got 7 miles to descend 2,000 feet here.
19 for Delta 600.
JetBlue 1994 descend and maintain.
I'm going to call that auto. We're going to have to be semi-aggressive, I think, to get here.
I didn't catch the altimeter. Can you repeat that again, please?
The Philly altimeter 29902.
29902, the JetBlue 1994.
What's it suggesting? Yeah, a little over 1,000 feet per minute. If we're 1,500, that should be pretty good. Should be pretty good.
Welcome back.
Now, we're not expecting to break out of this, by the way, till about 1,000 feet above ground. So it's going to be... we're going to go down a little ways here. And it should be kind of fun, I hope. Even if I have turned the time slider back a little bit. There's 1,000 to go. Altitude is armed. Speed is looking good here. I don't want to get any more than about 240. And we'll level at May if we have to. And
November 1181 6, expect the ILS from a 19er center approach to Dallas altimeter 2987.
Expecting, actually, could we request 19er left, ILS 19er left, 11816?
Roger, you can expect that.
All right, thank you.
Breakout 3601, expect the ILS from a 19er center approach to Dallas altimeter 2987.
We're expecting ILS 19er center to Dallas.
There I go again,
We have the
Bixie.
information echo for Breakout 3601.
All right, so there's 7. And the next step is 6. And again, we're just kind of taking it nice and easy. We got to be down to 6 at Ripon.
Archer 10, Frontier 2829, climbing 17424. Yeah, Frontier 2829.
We're going to select that, and then 6,000, by the way, is our altitude for our vector northbound. So when I get to 6, we're going to hold it there, and I'll probably back the speed off to about right about where I'm at, honestly, between 240 and 200, maybe 210ish. Yeah, looking good. Here we go. Into the big cloud, guys.
Washington Center, orbit 27, level 230.
Here we go. There's 6,000. And I'm going to let my speed, again, come down about 210. I need to be 6,000 to Gibbs, and then we turn, we go a little bit to the south to Sunny J, and then we head up north.
Delta 1003, speed 210.
20 Delta 1003.
Looking good. How are we looking out here? Oh, boy. Ew. I-oh. Might get bounced a little bit here. Our vector heading, by the way, 010.
And United 3992 coming up on top of the point.
Have that ready to go. Speed's looking good.
At 3992, routed. Send view the Cavalier 5 arrival. Dulles, altimeter 2987. Stand by for the runway.
Instruments are all looking good here, by the way.
Arrival, waiting south and 2987, United 3992.
And, Delta 1003, just to maintain 3000.
Down to 3000, Delta 1003.
Bump me up a little bit.
16, descend and maintain 5000. Continue the arrival.
5,000, continue the arrival, 11816. Got a new controller. That's cool.
Mic check. I hear you.
Yes, Senator, United 275, we're in Raleigh. The monkey is online, but no one seems to be answering our calls. I don't know if he's away from
Yeah, he's
the computer or not.
Ryder, he stepped away. Just give him a second. And make sure remain at this frequency. I'll let you know when he's back.
Great, thank you, United 275.
Okay, so here's our slight right-hand turn. And then we head northbound. I think this speed's going to be pretty good.
United 39.
Got me on the fish finder, TFB. Nice.
One left, United 3992, thanks.
Awesome.
Aircraft calling at Raleigh. Go ahead and give a departure a call. He's back.
At a time like this, all you want to do is see the ground, right? I couldn't imagine what this would be like in the left-hand seat in real life, man. It'd be hairy. It'd be super hairy. Even with all this extra help that you have, man, wow, it would be something else.
Delta 5592, contact New York Center 125.32. See ya.
Over New York Center on 13532 for Delta 5592. See you.
All right, there's 5. We're leveling off. Speed's kind of coming back where we need it, so add a little bit of throttle back in. Probably anything around 200 is going to be just fine for us. This thing handles pretty well, but
it's going to be kilo to the ramp.
obviously the slower you go on, the easier it is to manage these turns. More smooth for your passengers.
Delta 1003,
Yeah.
turn right heading 120.
Chris, you got that right. It is. It's low, 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 baby. Let's see. What's the latest? Yeah, it's information echo now.
November 153, Papa, leaving my airspace.
It's rain,
Radar services
scattered
terminated.
at 1,100, broken at 2,400. That's actually improving. Overcast at 10,000. So it's actually improving a little bit here. The winds are 180
Clear at Grays,
at
Grays at or above,
8.
Or,
So yeah, it's getting better.
cross Grays at or above 1,700. Cleared on average 19.
Yep.
Clear at Grays, cross Grays at 1700.
Getting our soup tonight, that's for sure. JPC. JPC in reality, man.
27, can we get lower?
How hairy is it to be in IMC like this, and you know, flying it just completely with the instruments? Is you still get that kind of that butterfly feeling just waiting to see the ground, or have you done it enough now that's just like no big deal?
Number 11816 to center maintain 3000.
3,000, 11816. I imagine at a certain point, it never gets old, I'm sure, but at a certain point you kind of lose that holy crap, holy crap, holy crap.
Good.
Alright, vertical speed.
Rearm
that.
Frequency change.
The Blue 1109, leaving my airspace. Radar services terminated. Frequency change approved.
Alright, frequency change approved. Thanks to Blue 1109.
I think we'll go down a little bit more aggressively than that.
Orbit 27, Raleigh information echo to center maintain 111000.
No big deal now, just
Echo
means
down
more
to
work
11,000.
potentially, but still cool all the same. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. All right, well, we're on the vector here, guys, so we really could go heading mode. And since this is a little bit of an old school bird,
1003, wind 2005, runway
let's see,
19,
do I flip it over here?
Runway 19, clear land, Delta 10-3.
Breakout 3601 to center maintain 4000.
Okay,
4000, Breakout 3601.
we'll get the ILS tuned in. Yep, good deal. We got a localizer. And for a moment there, we had a glide slope. It's 1,000 to go. Very humid, huh? Oh, where I'm going, yeah. Old school bird like you. That's right. That's why we get along so good. Oh, look at there. There's a little bit of breakout. That's a good feeling.
27, contact Raleigh 124.956.
That's a good feeling.
12495, Orbit 27, have a good day.
November 11816, turn right heading 140 back to the final.
Right turn 140, 11816. There we go. Time to slow down a little bit here to get into some flaps range. Well, basically 200, I can start putting some flaps out, so I think I will go ahead and do that. Flaps 8, speed checked, and flaps 8 selected.
Washington Center, Air Code 66 Zulu Yankee, requesting permission to transition through Class C, Atlantic City.
November 66.
This is cool, man. This is so cool.
Proceed as requested. You got the weather, Atlantic City?
I'm getting a gear horn warning. I'm getting just a little bit slow, so I'm just
All right, that's fine.
not quite ready for gear yet, but I don't mind being down here at 183 because, or down here by 180 because then I can go gear flaps 20, I should say. Sorry. Yeah, but I'm not ready for gear just yet.
November November 66 Zulu Yankee, Atlantic City altimeter.
All right, ignition to air start.
4.
Thrust reversers are armed. Landing lights are on. Anti-ice not needed, and my temperature is still good.
November 11816, join the localizer inbound, runway 19 left.
Join the localizer 19er left, 11816. All right, we're gonna arm the.
Washington Center, Southwest 1859 with you. Sending by the anthem.
Excuse me, we're gonna arm the nav. Sorry. There we go. Now we're grabbing it.
Center, United 275, climbing through 7,000 up to 130.
Ooh, I feel like we're a little early on that.
275 Washington, climb maintain flight
I feel
level.
like we're a little early on that.
Up to 330,
We definitely are a little early on that. Okay, let me go back to heading mode here.
American 706, contact Raleigh approach. The frequency is going to be 124.9.
Yeah, we're a little early on that. We weren't. Let me wait till this becomes active, and then we'll grab it.
November 1816, you're 5 miles from Domsey, cross Domsey at or above 1700, cleared ILS 19 left.
Cross Domsey at or above 1700, cleared for the ILS 19er left approach, November 11816.
Southwest 1859, radar contact. As reported, descend via the Anthem 3 arrival, Baltimore altimeter 2988.
So I'm going to have to keep my eye on this because I may have cut the corner too much, and I don't want to get above my glide slope. But I should have that localizer coming in here any second. Then I can rearm my nav,
maintain 3000.
and I'll arm my glide slope. And with any luck, I'll be good to go. Yep, see, there comes my glide, or there comes my, my glide slope. So I might even have to descend just a smidge here. Climbing. Oh, there we go. All right. Nav is armed. Glide slope is armed. Now we're grabbing it. It's a gentle turning aircraft, so yes, sometimes, like, I just overshot that just a little bit, but it should correct fairly nicely. All right, so I need to set,
Frontier 2847 pilots discretion,
so I'm going to set
310.
3,000 as my go-around altitude here. Okay, we've grabbed the glide slope. That's
3601, turn right
alive.
160.
And then, again, if I go missed, I'm actually going to turn heading 010 and then fly outbound 040 after I climb through 800. So I'm going to set 040. I make a left-hand turn to 010, climb to 800 if I go missed here. All right, we're breaking through. That looks good. Go gear. .130 is ref. We're going to shoot for 135 to bring it in if we can.
Yeah, I'm trying to get you handed off, sir. Give me
looking for 180.
a few seconds.
Speed checked. Flaps 2. Fingers crossed. Best to see runway lights. That's right. Yeah, we can go. We can take it down to. We can take it down to 502. So 502 is our go around altitude.
November 11816, wind 180. Correction 170 at 8, runway 19 left, clear to land.
19 left, clear to land. November 11816. Gear is down.
Southwest 1859.
Very green.
The ILS runway 10.
Expect the ILS runway 10, Southwest 1859.
JetBlue 1994, contact New York approach 128.55.
Fields in sight.
Thank you for your patience.
Contact New York approach 128.55, JetBlue 1994.
My plane.
Thank you for 8.
Frontier 2847, descend via the pilot's discretion, set a maintain level 240.
Okay, pilot discretion, level 240, 20%.
Slipped a little below the glide slope here, guys. I'm just trying to kind of semi-level it off here. Airspeed actually looks pretty good. Here comes the glide.
Breakout 3601, you're 4 miles from
500.
it's going to be Femco, cross Femco at or above 1500, cleared ILS 19 center.
Femco at about 1500, cleared LS 19 center. Breakout 3601.
Delta 1625, Jacksonville's offline, radar services terminated, frequency change approved.
Over to Unicom, Delta 1625 to you.
All over the place.
Center front 2829, back with you.
Good. Breakout 3601, wind 170 at 8, runway 19 center.
Yeah, I was really all over the place here. That wasn't great.
Good job.
It'll work though. Wasn't horrible, just yeah, it just was a little bit laterally not very stable coming in there. And I'm not sure why, because the wind was basically right down the runway. So not much of an excuse other than just bad airmanship. But these things happen. We're down safely. And I don't think anybody really spilled their hot chocolate. So, you know, what the heck? Heading out, Beethoven. Thanks for coming in again, buddy. And thanks for sharing those links there to the Janet Airways stuff. I appreciate it, man. Enjoy. I hope you don't sweat to death.
Midwest 1244.
We'll see you on Thursday night, man. TFB, thanks for the cheer there, man. I appreciate you redeeming those channel points so I could hear my junior first officer. Love that stuff. All right, he's busy, so I'm just going to kind of roll on up. I know where I'm going. So, oops. I need some steering power, though. I'm going to do this correctly. I'm going to take the inside. I'm not sure what the taxi pattern here is at Dulles, but love the kids, just don't need any of your own. You're welcome to borrow any of my grandkids at any time if you need them. DFB. We good this way? Yep, we are. We good this way? Yes, we are.
Washington Center, November 3 Tango Whiskey, just passing Journey at 21,000.
Alright, disarm the thrusters. And air starters can come off. I don't need pitot heat anymore. Autopilot can come off as well. Everything else for now needs to stay lit. And again, guys, nothing. I can't really hop outside to show you much, but just a little default airport, but still fun nonetheless. Great idea to divert, by the way, JPC. Hopefully I did okay. Made you proud. It went well. The ATC is the guy that makes all that, you know, go whether or not, you know, they're able to do it. So, Nam, you liked it? Hey, man, it was fun. Sorry it's Tuesday night and I can really only pull one of these off, but appreciate you guys being here. And the GA ramp, by the way, is all the way down. You can kind of see it. I think this is more or less, or maybe this over here is more or less where we're supposed to end up.
At flight level 220, clearance, Troy's.
But if you're thinking about a little biz jet there, Nam, this is a winner. Chicken dinner all the way.
Washington Center, Unit 1.
Tim Dog, hey, man. Welcome, my friend. You got here just in time to watch me taxi to the generic GA ramp here at Dulles. I'm going to have to pick up at Dulles scenery. Hello from Norman. Hey. Well, Boomer Sooner, my friend.
United 213, Washington Center, welcome. Delta 248, Washington Center.
I've been to Norman once. It's a nice town.
Delta 248, go ahead.
Yep. Very,
Delta 248, you're set up for 191,
I would say,
correct?
very fairly priced.
Delta
And
248, Roger.
it is still,
Heading 220,
I don't know if it's considered early access or beta right now, but there's still things he's improving on it. Mojo just, and so there's a lot of updates. It's kind of like Zebo in that regard, but ultimately I kind of think that's sort of cool. As you get, he's very responsive to the people in his Discord that are giving him feedback and suggestions.
8767 Washington Center.
And yeah,
Roger.
we're going to come over here and just call it good in front of this set of hangars. I don't know that this airport probably doesn't have an FBO, does it? Parking brake set. Let's turn some things off here. Flaps are up. Anti-skid can come off.
2847 send via the Proud 2 arrival.
Air can come off. We can turn all the strobes and navs off. We can rad out.
Unit 1, it's not allowing the ascend to flight plan. It says not stationary in the ground.
Turn the ATC off here as well. And let's see, anything else I need to do here before? Let's turn the Jennies off and kill the power makers. Everything on this side is off. That's coming off. Fuel computers can come off. Everything here is off. Off. Emergency battery off. Inverter secondary off. Battery 1 and 2 off. And time for us to, let's see. I never do this, but maybe I should put some chocks and covers on here, huh? Front cover. There we go. Do you get those with the covers even? Yeah, man. There you go. Welcome to Andrews. Or no, sorry. Welcome to Dulles. Yeah, welcome to Dulles. So very cool. So that means that our next flight will be Dulles to Chicago, and then Chicago to Dallas-Fort Worth. And, you know, if I'm flying that on a Saturday, that might be a two-hopper. But what I've been doing with these is moving them to the weekdays, and I've kind of liked that. Like, I started doing that about a month ago, and it's been kind of fun, and for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's kind of just a good excuse to do something different during the week. You know, sometimes Tuesdays are dead and there's not a lot going on with VATSIM, so it's kind of nice to squeeze these in. Whereas my Saturdays are just getting so busy. There's so many things happening, whether it's flying, you know, over in, you know, in Europe or somewhere, or doing some other big VATSIM event here in the States. But anyway, it's been really nice, like I say, to be able to, you know, have just something to look forward to kind of on a weekday. I missed a couple things here. Tim Dog said you flew Chicago Midwest last night and then made a connecting flight to OKC. That's cool. Shuzy's saying that Flightbeam has a really good IAD. Oh man, yeah, Flightbeam makes fantastic stuff. TFB's been to Norman and used to live in Lindsay. Oh, nice. You can see the stadium from your hotel room. Oh boy, I got to actually go down one year and had a connection with the OU football staff, and I got to go down to spring ball one year and have just spend a day with those coaches and players. Man, was that awesome. Holy moly. And you also have a good view of the OU airport. Tim Dog, man, you're living the life, dude. That's cool. That's really cool. JPC, you're out. All right, my friend. Thank you for coming in. I do appreciate it very, very much. And yeah, we're gonna also kind of wrap things up here, guys. So let me do this.
Thanks for watching my papa.
Again, so many thank yous today. We had, I think I missed Wonder Bread pushing the follow button. Wonder Bread, thank you so much. Welcome. Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming in. And we had Potato is Lazy also with the follow. And then our usual cast of characters: Jet Pilot Cinnamon, Tim Dog, Texas One Flyboy, Rob Valkyrie. Rob, you're gonna have to do the I think the 757 Queen of Disguise is a I think that, yeah, that's a channel points thing anymore. Oh, and it's not working. Holy cow. I'm gonna have to check on that. That's really weird. Oh, maybe it doesn't work because I'm in my outro screen. But anyway, thanks for being here. Shuzi, thank you as well for being here. Tim Dog, Beethoven, he's already out here. JPC, appreciate you being here. Good talking with you as well. And I know we had some others here early on. Let's see, who am I missing? I think Good Fixins was here for a little while. He was here to cyberbully me as always. Then he's off flying his fancy schmancy helicopter. I think we had Sleazy Does It was here as well. Panagon, I'm sure he was here running around. And I wouldn't be surprised if there was a few more I forgot. But if you were here, if you spent a little time with me this afternoon, I just want you to know how much I do appreciate that. Time is precious. And if you hang out with me even for a little bit, that's fantastic. I am back Thursday. We are going to be doing well, currently I have a little bit of Transport Thursday scheduled. I'm going to be in the Anybuilds A300, but that may all change depending on how my X-Plane 12 install goes. We might have to fart around a little bit with some X-Plane 12. But I'll be back Thursday, midnight Zulu. That is 6 o'clock my time, 8 on the East Coast if you're familiar with the States. And then I'll be back on Saturday. Now, Saturday is a very early start for me. Well, not very early, but an earlier start. We're going to be chasing some European ATC. Then that'll be at 1900 Zulu, so about 5 hours earlier than my normal Tuesday, Thursday time. And I need to say hello to Jet Pilot Cinema. I need to say hello to our dear friend Downwind Sim. Ralph, hello. And I hope you managed to have a couple of days at home before you're going anywhere. Hello and good night to you as well, and hello to your family. Yeah, that's going to be the rest of the week for me, you guys. So you are off to the wedding tomorrow. Oh, man, so much fun. Well, best of luck to you and your son and your soon-to-be new daughter-in-law and family. And I hope everything goes great. And yeah, just I know it's going to be a little stressful being the father of the groom, but just remember, just enjoy as much as you can, and whatever's the hay is in the barn at this point, buddy. Just roll with it, and I look forward to seeing pictures and hearing the stories. All right, I am gonna send you guys over to my friend Michael, who is better known as November 8033 Fox, and he has, of course, that just fantastic home cockpit Felicity version 2.0, by the way. Make sure you ask him where he has hidden the beer cooler in this one. He won't tell me for some reason, but maybe he'll tell one of you guys. But until Thursday, have a good middle of your week. And yeah, I can't wait to fly with you guys again. We'll see you very, very soon. Take care, everybody. God bless.